In the dim light of his Florence workshop, Leonardo da Vinci sat surrounded by sketches, gears, and candle smoke. To the world, he was a painter, a sculptor, an inventor. But behind those gentle eyes was a man who claimed to have seen visions, not of angels, but of machines that should not have existed in his time. That he filled his notebooks with drawings of flying devices, armored tanks, and human anatomy so precise that modern surgeons still reference them today. Yet hidden among those pages was something far stranger, something that scientists would not fully understand for centuries. Deep inside his Codex Atlanticus, scholars later discovered patterns and diagrams that resembled energy waves and molecular structures. Some researchers dismissed them as artistic imagination, but others noticed an eerie similarity between Leonardo's symbols and the equations of quantum field theory, a science that would not exist until the 20th century. How could a man born in the 1400s possibly know such things? Leonardo often wrote in reverse, as if trying to protect his discoveries from those who might misuse them. His words, when mirrored, revealed ideas about universal balance, hidden energy, and the motion of invisible particles. Historians once thought this was poetic nonsense, but modern physicists now believe he may have stumbled upon the earliest intuitive understanding of atomic behavior through observation, imagination, and something they cannot explain that he once wrote. Everything connects to everything else. A statement that perfectly aligns with Einstein's later theory of unified fields, hundreds of years later. Leonardo's obsession with connection between art, science, spirit, and matter grew darker in his final years. He began designing a device he called La Sfera di Luce, the sphere of light. Witnesses claimed it was a glass orb that emitted a strange glow when spun rapidly. Some believe it was merely a study of optics and motion. Others suggs. In 1996, a historian at the University of Milan found several missing pages believed to be lost for centuries. They were burned along the edges, but what remained was astonishing. A sketch of a rotating sphere surrounded by spiraling lines and mathematical notes describing the separation of matter from itself. Physicists who saw the recovered drawings were stunned. The design looked nearly identical to early blueprints of a particle accelerator. Was Leonardo da Vinci trying to build a machine to split matter, to touch the very essence of reality? He wrote of seeing the light inside darkness, and of a force so pure that it bends nature itself. Some thought he had gone mad, but others wondered if he had glimpsed something real, something humanity wasn't ready to understand. Shortly before his death in 1519, Leonardo wrote one final note in his familiar backward handwriting. The truth must sleep until the world awakens. Then he closed his book. His assistants buried his remaining sketches and sealed many of his inventions from public view. For centuries, those pages remained hidden, some destroyed, others sold, and many simply vanished. But every few decades, a new discovery surfaces. A page here, a sketch there, another piece of a puzzle that seems to suggest Leonardo was more than an artist. Some see him as the ultimate genius, a man who could imagine the impossible. Others see him as something else entirely, a messenger, a time traveler of the mind, someone who tapped into a frequency far beyond human understanding. Perhaps Leonardo didn't invent the future. Perhaps he remembered it.